Planned giving is just that. It's planned. It is usually not obligatory or a contract. It's intentional. And that's why we need to have a conversation about it, because we have the best of intentions, but sometimes nothing ever gets done. It does not, however, impact your current financial situation. And I think that keeps people from talking with me sometimes, is that they have a lot going on now financially, but that's not going to matter when we pass away. We are released from that stress when we pass away. So having a great plan in place that will be followed is really important. But there should be an understanding or a sense of peace that a planned gift does not come out of your current situation. It doesn't impact it. No matter what your affluence or your level of wealth, if you have a charitable heart, if you have a desire to do something great, to possibly help your mission or ministry that you love, then we should chat. Because there are ways that you might be able to give that you just didn't know about. And even if it's a gift that you may think is smaller, it might have a huge impact on the mission or ministry that you have. One of my most favorite gifts was actually from a single woman, a widowed woman in the San Clemente area. And she said, I have nothing to share, but I'll meet with you because you seem like a nice person and I want to support your mission and ministry. So I thought that was so sweet. And it was, when I first started the role pretty much. And so of course I was going to meet with her. So I did. And we did an asset inventory, and she really was paycheck to paycheck, fixed income. There wasn't a lot of wiggle room there. She had this one life insurance policy, and for her, that was the only inheritance her children would receive. Now, both of her children had done well. I wouldn't say wealthy, but were stable financially. And she looked at me and said, do you think my children would miss $500 if I left $500 out of this life insurance policy to my congregation? And I said, I can't speak for your children, but why don't you call them? Why don't you talk to them about this? She did, and she called me back and said, my children told me that $250 each, because she had two, would not make that much difference to them. And if my heart was to support my congregation, I should. And so we wrote her gift for $500 to her congregation out of her life insurance. That's what worked for her. But I've also written $5 million gifts, right? So the widow's mite, is the most important thing. We all have to be true to our heart, what's on our heart, and, do what we can. And I think in the end, we're all blessed because of it.